A shadow over here. Let me fix that. Let's see, does that fix it? That should fix it. Cutting the lighting down. Let's adjust this. There we go. That should be perfect. Perfect. Okay, what's up, people? We're back. Okay. This isn't working. Try this again. Just that one piece of hair keeps getting out of the way. So what's everybody up to today? We had a good chat yesterday. Nice 3-hour stream. You guys saw the video with my nephew, hopefully. Everyone stopped in and checked that one out. The Phantom Toll Booth. Still so happy to have found that one. Really excited. Let's see. First off, for the first person who can guess what the title of this video, where I was going. Now, it is raining outside. It is raining outside, but title of this video really has nothing to do with rain. Geez, it's still coming in like, is it over here? Yeah. Hold on. Right there. Okay. The rain is making lighting an issue today. How does that? That should have cut it by about 25%, which it did. Good. Good. Hello, Hanson. Good, man. Guys, first off, I want to tell you guys, welcome, Nicole Hanson. I believe that Hanson, Nicole I'm not familiar with, but Hanson was my bunkmate in AIT. Now, Nicole wasn't, but I believe it's her husband who's on the account, which was my bunkmate. He slept underneath me on the bottom bunk in basic training. So, and you guys are familiar with Durant. You've met Durant. Nashville. Yeah, it's raining. It's raining here, and yeah. Where are you? I'm at home, as usual, hanging out. I know it says Nashville, but I'm starting to like kind of do that because we're moving more towards that way. So, yeah. Anyway. So, this one piece of hair just isn't quite long enough, or I'm not pulling it tight enough to get to, nope, it's just, I'm going to have to try. Yeah, bloody hell. That doesn't work. Different background. Yeah, I switched a little bit. I changed. I moved. Normally you guys see me over there. But today, I thought I'd be over here. So yeah. It's snowing in England. I have seen videos from Just Ash. And yeah, it's pouring there, guys. It's absolutely pouring. But I want to see whoever, the first person to realize, please type it out as soon as you get what the title of the video, dang, hold on, Hanson. I know, buddy, right? It's hard to imagine. Hold on, here we go. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. How's that? Much better, huh? We sat trying to keep warm in the middle of the big freeze. We get the beast from the east. We got the blizzard from... Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Hanson. Yeah, man, this is the longest my hair's ever been in my life, dude. I've never had my hair this length before. So glad to have you joining us, man. I saw your post on Facebook, and you come hang out with us anytime, dude. I'm live daily. We're chilling. We're chatting. Generally, I've been starting to come on about this time, 12:30. So, guys, make sure everybody welcomes Hanson and makes him feel comfortable. Again, went the basic training with the guy. Good kid. I got a hold of him recently, about 2 weeks ago or so, and we've been chit-chatting a little bit, and good kid. That's all I can say, man. I haven't seen him in years. It's been over 10 years since I've seen Hanson like this. So, that was 2006, beginning of 2007. After February of 2007, I never saw Hanson again. Oh, well, thank you so much. I know it's getting long. It's super frizzy today because it's raining again. So the Jufro is doing its own thing. I tried to put it in my first ponytail, but it's just not quite long enough here to get all the way to where I need to hold it. So it's not quite staying where I need it to. Again, though, guys, It is raining here. I'm sure there's lots of weather there, but I'm waiting for the first person to realize what the title of this video. I think I might start doing that, as I'm gonna hide little things like that, or titles are gonna have a different meaning. Now everyone's gonna see that there's a first perspective of what I want you to think it is, but I want the first person to realize what the underlying one is. There's something hidden in there, or what is it? And the first one who can jump in and tell me, I think it's just gonna be there. It is. Thank you, Matt Willis. Thank you, Matt Willis. It's about time. Yeah. But I'm going to try to do something relevant to what's going on so that it's offsetting. So, we're going to do that now from now on. I like to do that. I like hiding things in like plain sight. It's amazing. It's a song. It is a song, absolutely. But it is raining. But I was going to do, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head or Here Comes the Rain Again. So I went ahead and went with this direction. But I'm kudos to, which song? Here Comes the Rain Again. It's called Here Comes the Rain Again, Hanson. Chris Hansen. Actually, what's your first name, Hanson? I don't even, now that I think about it, everyone just called you Private or Hanson. And, I can't really think. Hold on. I'd have to really think about your name. I guess I could go in the book and find it. Kyle. That's right. Kyle. Damn it, Kyle. Kyle Hansen. That's pretty close to Chris Hansen. So maybe you can start your own to catch a, maybe not a predator, to catch a, I don't know. We could go with something. I don't know. Damn it, Kyle. Do you know what sucks, though, about South Park? Check this out, guys. Okay, so the week before I went to basic training and met Kyle, I had watched the episode of South Park where Cartman wanted a Nintendo Wii. Does anybody remember this episode of South Park? It was a funny episode. So he winds up getting Butter to freeze him in an avalanche so that he can be frozen for a month or something like that. And when he wakes up, it'll be time for the Nintendo Wii to be available, and he won't have to wait. And what happens is an avalanche happens, and he gets buried in the snow, frozen for like thousands of years, and when he wakes up, it's later, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the point is, though, is that it's a two-parter. It's a two-part series. And what, you want more Fortnite streams? Well, I'll be playing Fortnite later on, so maybe we could play some then. And the problem with doing the streams, guys, I'm not going to lie, I don't understand why it happens, but if I do more than one a day, it's like, I don't get it. I get punished by YouTube for bringing attention to them or something. I don't understand how it works. There's just so many, I lose subscribers, and it's a pattern. Fortnite is not boring, Jack. I like it. I just got to get better at it. Now, last night, I wasn't streaming it, but I had me a 4-piece. So, that's what's up. I got a 4-piece out of it. It is a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I want to start playing PUBG, though. It looks a little more realistic, and that's kind of a style I would prefer to go for. I don't really like the whole building aspect. I would rather have vehicles. It's just a lot. And that's what I'm saying is, but I don't have it available yet. So for now, I have to play Fortnite because that's what's available to me, and I don't complain when I have. I'm happy with what I have. But I don't mind eventually getting better or getting something else, but I'm not going to complain with what I have available to me now, especially since it was free. So, yeah. Never bite, yeah. I prefer Xbox, but my sister loaned me her PlayStation 4 so I could stream. Bye, Tyler. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. All right. Make sure you thumbs up before you goes. Don't wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging. We should do that. That would be fun. How about we do this, guys? Let's try to do this. Let's just for a minute, just for a second. Let's only talk to each other in song titles. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Or I guess we could use lines if you want to. Famous lines from songs. Okay, we can do that. You can do either song titles or just well-known song lines like, Hit Me Baby one more time. Tyler, bye. Hello. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. It's raining men, hallelujah. It's raining men. This is stupid. I guess technically 5 miles north it's Kentucky rain. In the old Kentucky rain. Oh, that's funny. Here's something. You think that nobody would miss you if you're gone? Stop making a car payment. Oh, shit. Yeah, don't make a car payment. If you think no one cares about you, don't make a car payment. They'll call and check on you. You'd be surprised, though, when I worked for AT&T, that happened once or twice. A couple people called in, and they were just looking for someone to talk to. Or tow it. Yeah, but they're going to call you first. They're going to say, hey, how's everything going? You doing okay? That's good. Where's our money? You don't have it. That won't do. We got to come up with something. We need to get you back to work. What, bub? What? Show me. You got to go potties? Seriously? You got to go potties right now? All right. We're going mobile, folks. We're going mobile. Hey, hold on. Let me free my hands. 2 seconds. What, Peanut? What do you want? Okay, hold on. Let me get my shoes on so this can be a smooth process because I had the things were rearranged. Just a wee bit. Not a lot, just a... We're like cell phones. Well, I mean, I guess I'm on a cell phone. So that makes perfect and total sense that we can go mobile. All right, here we go. Let's go outside. Whoa, that's bright. Ah, you guys thought you were going to see the address. Not today. Not today. I was smooth. I was slick about it. Some of you know it. Some of you don't. It's not raining bad. Just a little rain. Peanut, come on. Sorry if that hurt your guys' ears. Come on, dude. You're the one who was barking to go potties. I'm not standing out here for my health, letting my hair get frizzy for nothing. Here's something you guys want to see. Oh, well, thank you, Matt. Here's something I want to show you guys. Excuse me, Peanut. Look at these. Anybody know what those are? You guys know what those are? Well, I know what those are. Sorry if that rotated. They're all out in the yard. They grow here like crazy. 1-800-Flowers is fine. Aw. But I'm sure somebody who lives in the South knows what they are. Now, just to show you guys what they are, because I wanted to have them done early. I got a batch ready. Nice and cleaned off. They are, that's right, Gary, wild onions. There's a big old batch of them I pulled up earlier for you guys. I've been letting them just sit there, I guess. But you can eat them. I do. I love when I cut my grass, too. It smells like fresh onions. Fresh cut onions when I cut my grass. It's actually a really nice smell. But as you can see, they grow like crazy in the yard. I got to get some grass seed down. Yeah, it's almost that time for the grass seed. But I've picked them, eat them. Delicious. Leeks, actually. And they're spelled L-E-E-K-S. But yes, they are called leeks, correct. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think they're just called wild onions or white onions. Come on, Butter. Butterball. So, you like wild garlic? I love garlic. Peanut, let's go. Good boy. All right, and we're back in. Whew. Okay, that went smooth, like a criminal. Smooth criminal. Dun, 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 dun. Hey. Okay. just like that, we're back. Okay, let me get everything readjusted here. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry I took the money. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Sorry about the connection too, guys. You know, don't eat the mushrooms. Don't tell me how to do my job. Motion sickness. There's a pill for that. What do you guys say we go ahead and prime the Batcave, huh? It's time to prime the Batcave. All right. So Hanson, I lost. Now I talked to Durant. Do you remember Durant? Hanson? Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Way too big. It's way too damn big. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I shouldn't have bought this big of a place. But I guess in the end run, it's an investment. But, again, David, don't tell me how to do my job. I'll drink whatever I want to drink. You guys should know that by now. Don't do that. Well, screw you. Well, I've been talking to him. I got a hold of him. He might be in our live stream. He stops in every once in a while. Happy to have Durant. He's a good guy. I call him up, check on him. We video chat here and again. He's a good guy, you know. Didn't like him very much in AIT or Basic. He was a little bit of an asshole. But so was I guess. But a different kind. And thank you so much, Joe. Hey, Joe. I saw you. I was waiting for you online all last night, Joe. I stayed up till 4 in the morning playing. Couldn't sleep again. I got to get that light going again. And I stayed up till 4 trying to wait for you to send me an invite. What's he up to? He lives in Virginia now. He's over in Virginia. He's got a beautiful little baby girl. So, yeah. How much does a house like that cost? Well, here in Tennessee, I'm not getting to specific details, but I'll give you the range of what I paid. I don't want to get into specifics. It's just not, it's not kosher. But it was between, we'll say between 128,000 and 141,000, 150,000 is, oh, well, thank you, Hanson. I tried. I was always trying to be a good guy. But you can pick up one of these houses for about 128 to 140, 150,000, depending on, you know, the size, some features available. This one appraised, I'm not going to tell you what I paid, but I'll tell you what this one appraises. This one appraises for 150,000. Too big. I should have gotten something more like, it's too much square footage for me. Woo! Property taxes here are pretty cheap, too. Pretty dang cheap. So I'm happy with the property taxes. It's inexpensive to live here. This is why it's good to live here. Actually, I think if I moved to Georgia, it's considered the cheapest place in America to live is Georgia. And that's one state away. And I was thinking about moving down south a little farther. So, yeah, it's a big house, too. It is. It's the area. It really, really is the area. The house was built in 96, so it's about 21 years old, 22 years old. It's not old. I've done some updates and some upgrades and replaced some most every appliance in the house has been replaced, and except for one that needs one more to replace. The AC system has been completely reinstalled. I ripped out that old system. It was more than 20 years old, and I got ourselves a nice, brand new, efficient AC system that's been doing a great job. So yeah, the windows were recently done. The roof's got a newer roof on it. Yeah, no, overall not bad. I got some plumbing I gotta do, some plumbing work I'm gonna do when the SIP is here. We're gonna knock out some plumbing stuff. Yeah, I'm happy. It's good. It's a nice place. It's nice. It's just too damn big. Just for me and Evie, it's too big. Yeah. But that's cool. I got my gaming room. We got our room, spare bathrooms, all this junk. That would be illegal here, Matt. That would be illegal. Now, Tennessee is voting for medical this year, so that if it did go legal for medical, what I could do is I could convert my one side of my basement, which is the half-finished basement, to a grow area. And then what you could do is those with licenses, like you go out and get your own private license to grow your whatever amount of plants they would regulate that you could have to grow for yourself. And then what you do is you would hire someone who knows how to grow, and they grow it for you, and then they keep a percentage of the yield, which they would later then sell to a dispensary to make up for the cost. You know what, though? I want a smaller house, Jack. I want a smaller house. I could move into the camper and be happy. I've lived in the camp, something smaller than a camper, and I didn't have a bathroom in my room. Hanson knows what I'm talking about. When you go to Iraq, you don't... I lived in a tiny place. No, I think there is, because you got to remember the heating and cooling cost is more when the place is bigger. So I know I could get that more efficiently done with the smaller place. But I would rather have land. I want a large piece of property, but I don't want a lot of neighbors. I'd like a nice piece of property set back. I'd like to buy some wooded land someday and then have a logging company come in and clear out, like maybe buy 5-10 acres and then clear out 2 or 3 of them. They'll pay to do that. They'll pay you to clear the woods out, and you'll have a nice level ground, and then you have someone come in and build. Oh, really? Oh, that's a shame, Matt. That's a shame. And then you have your house built in that, so you're kind of in the middle of the woods, and they'll build the road to get there and everything. And a farm. I don't know if I can handle farm work, man. I don't know if I would want a farm. You know, if it ever became legal, I wouldn't mind getting my license to try my hand at growing, but not until it was legal, because it's not worth the risk. Tell you, I'd rather have an Iraq heat than this Oklahoma heat. Oh, without a doubt. Well, see though, Hanson, I don't know where you were when you went to Iraq. I was over at the JBB Anaconda Balad, and we were in a farming community, so it was retarded humid, and it rained a ton there. Boy, the rainy season in Iraq is no good, it turns out. Sorry for the interruption, but I did not allow that little tiny break to go to waste. Isn't it interesting, though, that how your lungs work? That technically the way you speak is by moving air past your vocal cords, and yet I was able to move air past my vocal cords at the same time and not exhale. Well, where are you? Well, you're up north. Well, heating would probably be your expense then, because like it bounces. In the summer, it's my cooling bill that goes up, and in the winter, it's my heating bill that goes up. So it's it's not super expensive. Again, just for Evie and I don't keep it wicked hot and I don't keep it wicked cold. I'm all about put on a sweater if you're cold and, get into a bathing suit if it's hot. Whatever. Take your shirt off, open the windows, get a breeze, turn on a fan. That's what it's there for. But the spring and fall are perfect around here. You can just it's like right in the middle, so you can just turn off everything and it's gravy. It's gravy. Open the windows during the day, close them at night. Bada boom, bada bing, huh? And now what's nice too is like in the fall or something like that, I can just go out and get one of those Presto logs, chuck it in the fireplace, and that'll warm. Once it's like around 5 o'clock when it starts getting sundown, you close the windows, chuck that in the fireplace. It warms the house back up, keeps all the heat going nice and gravy. I'd love a wood burning stove. Very efficient. Very efficient. You put it in the basement, right? You put it in the... I do have an idea for what I would want to do once I do get this property, because eventually I'm going to sell this place. This is not what's in here for me. And I'll sell this place, and then I'm gonna have my own property, and I've got an idea of how I want to set it up and how I want the heating system to work, the electrical system to work. I want to do some solar generator backup, so on and so forth. I want to run it on propane, so you can have a big tank on site filled once a year, twice a year, or once every couple years, and that'll get you through whatever. And then, you have a nice garden. I wouldn't mind a garden, a nice good-sized garden growing fresh vegetables. I like growing vegetables. It's very calming to me to water my plants, and I enjoy talking to my plants. I always do. I talk to my tomatoes, and I tell them how good of a job they're doing, and they're growing so fast. And what people say talking to your plants is good for them, it's actually not that it's good for you to talk to your plants. But no, not yet. I don't have a big garden yet. What I do is I do bucket gardens. So I grow tomatoes and I grow cucumbers in a bucket on my deck. And I don't have to worry about squirrels getting to it, rabbits, anything along those lines. It's not that you talking to the plant is good for it. It's that you're breathing CO2 directly onto it. That's what's good for the plant. But talking is a really good thing. And as you guys can see, I don't mind talking, even if it is to a plant. It's no more different than me talking to a camera. It's still an inanimate object, right? But at least a plant has some kind of animation because it is alive. So you want to buy a big hill, hollow it out, and live inside there? So you want to be a hobbit? I can dig it. I can dig it, David. That's what we all should do. We should all just get a big 100 acres, and we all pick our corners. And then I can just broadcast. And there we go. And then we're done. And then everybody, stay away. Stay away. I am. I can imagine, there's nothing better than sitting and watching the grass grow. What a good idea. What, you evil criminal, you. How dare you be peaceful and calm. I saw this on Facebook last night. It said marijuana overdose leads to a good night's rest. You call top bunk this time, Hanson? Fair enough, man. I don't want to crawl up there anymore. I'm too old for this. Thank you, Peter. Those are just east. I've been to the Appalachian Mountains. Those are just east. Very nice, very pretty. I've been into down into the Tennessee mountains, Tennessee Valley. Tennessee has got some beautiful land. Tennessee has got some beautiful land. I'll tell you what, guys. Speaking of which, let's go to the Batcave. You saw nothing. Nothing! You could see the two different kinds of smoke. That's kind of cool. No, it was one. Don't listen to me. I need a project to do on my channel. Well, when Sip gets here, I'll have one. It's called Annoying Him. And guys, that means we are 11 days for me gonna go pick up Sip. 11 more days. 11 more days. Joanna J is back. Joanna J. Weird science. See, that would be something cool to do with my dad. He does some weird projects like that. He actually has, if you guys go onto Facebook, and I think it's called, hold on, let me look it up for you, because this is actually really cool. He's a nerd like this, and I kid you not. Who is Sip? Daniel Chronic. Daniel Chronic is another good army buddy friend of mine. He was the one who was in Iraq with me. And he does, if you go back, a bribe might be in place, brother. Well, what, who's a Zip? A Zip. If you go to, I think on Facebook, it's called Spot Seymour. Let me double check, make sure I got it right for you guys. Seymour. I'll look it up for you. I'll double check. But basically what it is my dad, every Halloween, he came up with this skeleton puppet that he puts in his passenger seat, and he's got a little pull lever on it, so when he's driving down the road and people look over and they see a skeleton in the passenger seat, my dad sees him looking over, he pulls on it, and the head of it looks over and goes, ah, ah, and people are like, oh, cool, and he's got a thing on his truck that says, if you spot Seymour, you know, snap a picture, which I started thinking about. It's kind of unsafe because you're asking people to get on their phone and snap a picture, but I guess you could always just, you can keep driving and know you got it. C4. Do you know why they invented C4? Because someone was like, C3 isn't working. Not as well as we hoped for. We need a new formula. What are we going to call it? Should we call it C5? No, that just seems out of place. C6? No. No. What other options? C1, you sunk my battleship. How about C4? Yeah, that'll do. That's something I had to learn to do. This before you light your cigarette. Plastique. Sounds French. What's it made of? Let's see. Hold on, let me get over here because this is like hard trying to keep up with you guys' live streams. I want to be able to read comments more efficiently. Do I have an AR-15? No, I don't have an AR-15. I have an M4 Matt. If you want to see it, go check out one of my older videos, test firing the M4. I have an M4, Hanson. I have an M4. She's a beauty. I love her. Her name is Raven. Hanson's all like, I do. Yeah, see? There's safety. More people can own them and aren't dangerous. I do know veterans who aren't able to own them. I do know veterans who aren't able to own those because of certain instances they've done. And that's a shame, Matt. They're actually really no different. The only difference between the M4 and the AR-15 is the barrel length. Hold on a second. Someone replied to something I want to read. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. What did I miss? People were talking. Things were being said. I was reading. I apologize. Scrolled out for a second. The AR isn't longer. It has a longer barrel. It does have a longer barrel, which is interchangeable, but there's really no difference. That's about it. It's just the stock comes stock with the collapsible stock, and the barrel is shorter. It's just different. It varies in price. It varies very much in price. It depends on what brand you buy, anywhere from $800 to maybe $1,300, $1,400. Oh boy. Yeah. I got one of my NCOs. It's really interesting is that I have two NCOs that I respect from the military very, very, very much. I'm not going to say their names because they haven't agreed to have me speak about them. But one has one side of a view and the other is a completely opposite side of a view on I guess, this gun issue. And I love hearing from both of them because they're both intelligent and I respect both of them very much. But they are complete opposite sides of a coin. And I love seeing when one of us agrees with something in different points, and some have made points that have made me think differently and change my mind on some stuff. And again, you have to be able to have your mind changed before you can change somebody's mind. You have to be willing to change your mind before you can change somebody's mind. And I have a mind that's willing to change. I've changed my stance on some things, and then I changed it back again because a better argument was presented to me. I do want to play Fortnite, Julian, but I can't play right now. I got to talk. I got to hang out with you guys. When will you do your first mukbang? I'm not familiar with what that is, bub. What's a mukbang? You got to help me out. Or mukbang, if I'm saying it wrong. Later, yes, I'm going to be on later, for sure. For shizzle, without a doubt. Can't stop me now. I just realized the Xbox is still on, and I don't need it on right now, so I'm going to turn it off. There we go. Now we're saving power. Well, could you give me like could you give me a watered down version of what it is, bub? Now I'm interested. Hold on, do I have to look it up? Hold on. Air rifles could cause a very nasty infection. A very nasty infection. Can you imagine, though, if someone did that, though? If they took an air rifle and you know, put a little bit of mercury or something on the tip and a little bit, and then fired a little bit of, tipped it with a little bit of wax to coat it, to hold the mercury in, and then went around popping people with it and giving everybody mercury poisoning? See, anything can be used deadly if you just apply something to it. That's the point. Is you can't stop mines like that. Air rifles could be done that. What would happen if people started using needles to remove the paint from paintballs and fill it with something else, and then run around popping people with paintballs? And they only go... People wouldn't know. They'd think they were stung by a bee, a little pain, and then what? See? It's not the tool. It's the person using the tool. That's the whole point. I could take something, anything, and I could turn it into a deadly weapon. It's just how you apply yourself to it. See, there you go. And I thought it's illegal, so that hasn't stopped anything. So, but let me look up this thing. I want to see what this is thing. He said it's okay. And there's a definition. Oh, really? No, I'm not going to do that. That's... What are you talking about? No, I'm not doing that. That's what it's called? I had no idea. I had no idea that's what the name of it was. Okay. So, mukbang. Mukbang. I guess that would be it. Mukbang. Well, what it said, according to it, is where you eat on camera. People gorge on food for their viewers. That's not going to happen. Started popular in South Korea. Really? Yeah, see? Absolutely. It doesn't take, I'm not trying to, I don't want us to like start putting ideas out and, you know, because this isn't the direction I wanted to go with that, and we don't want someone saying, look what these guys are coming up with. In no way, shape, or form am I advocating that someone do anything that we suggested. The point is, though, is that you can do things like this and cause some serious harm to people inadvertently, and you don't need, it's just the tool you use, the tool of choice, that's all. Just how clever the mind is, I guess. You know, you think about these serial killers, and they very rarely used firearms. They tended to use other forms of science. They tend to have like I was talking about that line of crazy to genius. They're kind of over it, but a little bit more, quite more. Well, yeah, you know, we do have a lot in this country. That is very true, Matt. But when you look at the numbers worldwide, it's not that bad, which we found out with Tom. We were talking to Tom in the Netherlands yesterday. We shouldn't be doing the thinking, no. So we're not gonna give out ideas. But the whole point of the exercise was to show that you have air rifles, and that could be manipulated into something that could become a deadly weapon. It's too easy. Oh, I can believe it. See, Hansen works at a prison. Now, when people are saying we should take the hands out of U.S. citizens and all that, I want to see you keep drugs out of a prison first before I decide to let you have all the weapons. Yeah, it wouldn't make a difference. It really wouldn't. They would still have illegal guns here. But like I said, we were talking to Tom yesterday, and he was talking to me about the Netherlands, and he was like, "Yeah, there's the guns, are illegal here." I'm like, "But you still have gun violence," and he's like, "Yeah." And then we did the numbers, and I was like, "What is the prevent? How much violence is prevented with guns?" And then we went on a website, and we were looking, and we were seeing the rankings between the two countries, the Netherlands and America. But what I was telling Tom is he was like, "Well, there's 17 million people here," and I said, "Well, here in America, we have just short of 400." If not already over 400 million. So I was like, so what you're looking at is we have to adjust per capita. And when we did that, it was coming up that a country with no guns has about equal violent crimes. Not gun violence, but it did include those in the statistics. And we were actually on par with when you adjust for capita. So, yeah. So it doesn't make a difference when you do the numbers correctly and you have to adjust. So we did the adjustment for capita, and we were able to determine that it's about the same per 100,000 if you do that. Well, it's just odd to me to think, and I was thinking about this school shooting thing, and I was like, okay, during a school shooting along those lines, people are making phone calls hoping that men with guns will come during it. And then after it, people feel safe once it's all secure, once the men with guns are there. So during it and after, we want the men with guns there. And I was like, so the only difference that could be solving this is that why not we have before instead of just during and after, we have before. It only makes sense. It only makes sense now, and you have to be able to. It's a reasonable compromise, and I do know that they were talking on the news here about raising the age from being able to buy a weapon from a rifle from 18 to 21. I'm not 100% happy with that, but then again, though, with more kids living at home longer these days, it doesn't provide any less protection that the parent can still have one, and the child can still be protected from that. So I think that's. While I'm not 100% on board with it, if that's what it takes to be a compromising comfortability for some, and you have to compromise. I'm not happy about that one, but I would be willing to compromise on that and say, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Fine. But what you're really doing, but the only other turn of that then is I would say then if we're taking a right and putting an age requirement on a right, I want the right to vote also raised to 21, because if you're not responsible enough to handle gun control, which is one of your guns, which is one of your rights, then there must be other rights that you're not capable of making accurate and correct decisions on until you're 21. So I would want the voting age also raised to 21. And I think that would make... Well, there you go. There you go, bub. But I guess you'd have to look at those numbers through a gravitational lens. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you think about the numbers, at least from... America's been at war a long time, and we've gotten good at it. I'm not going to say that. We've gotten very good at it. But if you think about it, okay, so you had the revolution. Let's just start with this most recent century. Roughly, America has been at war, in a different war, every 10 years. Every 10 years for about the last 100 years. So there's been some grace periods, of course. But when you really look at it, let's start with just 1940, just to get us going. I guess we could start with World War I. And then there was about a 10-year grace period between that. Then 1939, 38 roughly is when the war kicked off for the World War. But America really didn't join that until 1940. So there was about a 15-year grace period there. So 1948 we had World War II. 1950 we had Korea. 1960 we had Vietnam. 1970 we kind of had a little bit of a grace cool down. Vietnam did carry over into a bit of the 70s. 1980, there was Grenada. 1990, there was Desert Storm. 2000, there was Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation what was the other one? Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation take down the Taliban in Afghanistan. I forget what it was called. I don't know. We were ISAF, which was the International Security Assistance Force. Afghanistan was a different story, of course, because it really wasn't a war. It was more of a conflict, and we were invited into a coalition of militaries that went in on behalf of the Afghan government, who did want us there, and they invited us in to help participate in that. And then when Operation Iraqi Freedom was over, it changed into Operation New Dawn. Desert Storm, Desert Shield. So yeah. Oh yeah, England's pretty good at war too. I'm not gonna lie, people. One of the best navies in the world. Yeah, I would say, because war is it's such a broad definition for a war. It's a lot of conflicts, just people butting heads. Why is this? Nobody really wants war. That's very true. But what you have to look at it like this is that as a whole, we don't want war, but there are individuals who like to manipulate things for their own purposes. Religion is something that leads to war quite often. A huge religion is always a factor. These people attack these people, which means the government has to step in to stop these people. But then other people think that they don't think that it's right for the government to stop in and stop these people. So then they get support from a major government to help. Hey, we're trying to stop this government. This government's policies don't align with this government. So this government tells the rebel forces, we'll support you into this, if you take down this. But these policies are supported by another country's policies, and they say, okay, well, we'll help you fight. And you've started a proxy war just because of religion. That's how wars start. No, religion is always... The three things people fight about is money, religion, and women. Women at no fault to their own. It's not their fault. Money, that's everybody's fault, and religion is everybody's fault. So there's only two faults that can be blamed for the three of causes for war. Religion and money. That's the two. That's it. Think about it. Why did World War I kick off? Well, somebody didn't like the Tsar and his policies with, I guess, his religious stance, and they executed him. Or they attempted to. What happened was, the way World War I kicked off was, as a prince was assassinated. Problem was, the assassin tried to shoot him, missed, and then the carriage took off. The shooter ran through an alley, happened to meet up with the carriage again. Well, oil, that's money. That's money. Oil is money because of petrodollar. The dollar that the whole world... And people say, oh, your money is evil. But it's also what everyone considers the world standard. So everybody's guilty. The dollar is the world's standard backup currency. Used to be the pound. It used to be the pound. That when everybody's money was guaranteed based on the pound, because it was the strongest currency at the time. And then it switched. But it's also amazing that no other country in the history of that we can think of has ever gone from fighting the biggest superpower in the world, and then in less than 200 years becoming the biggest superpower in the world. That's never happened before. So that's very interesting. Greed. Well, that comes back down to money. What do people want? They want things. That's greed. Tom! There's my buddy Tom. That goes back to greed is like the aspect of it. What do they have greed for? They want stuff, which is essentially labor, or goods, which is money. Or they just straight up want money. Or they want control of something, which the way you control something is money. So there you go. Money or religion. They can use religion to get people to go to war for money. Matt Willis. He says, good evening, Gary. Gary! I'm ready. See, Mr. Burns, maybe it'll be a little more better if I did it like this. Yes, it's money and religion. As long as we have them fighting over religion, I'll make money. I think spirituality is good, but religion is not. You can be a spiritual person and think about it and be good to people, but you don't have to have religion. Religion is like rules to your spirituality. It's the rules to your spirituality, and you don't need rules. If you want to be a good person and connect with others, I don't need a book to have morals. I know that it's wrong to kill somebody. I know that it's wrong to steal from somebody. I don't need someone telling me these. These are just fundamental basics. I mean, if nothing more, I'm not a huge fan of the Bible, but the Ten Commandments are pretty good stuff to work in. Religion is a belief. No, religion is a set of standards applied to you in order to fit a belief. Because there's been, you know how many religions there are in the world? There's a recognized 9,000 religions in the world. Recognized 9,000. As someone who doesn't follow religion, I believe in one less religion than everybody else who follows religion. People believe in God and go to a church. Absolutely. And that's their right to. That is their right to. And I would always say they have the right to do whatever they want. Again, they're not harming anyone. To praise God and Jesus. Sure. If that's what they want to do, by all means, please. Do your thing. Enjoy. Whatever makes you feel better. But the problem is, though, is that that's going to lead to a war someday because they think they've got the right God. They're praising the right God. And these people think they're praising the right God. And then sometimes they're like, well, we can't have this. And, well, we want you to convert. Well, we don't want to convert. And you should convert. And eventually you start getting into arguments. You can't even see people talk calmly about like certain issues without people getting heated, let alone their deep embedded beliefs. Because good soldiers follow orders. When you embed it into... I was raised in church. And it took a lot to shake that off. And when I remember even as a kid, when I'd ask questions, well, they don't respect each other. Right, there you go. You should have the right, and that's the problem. Some religions don't call for the respect of others. Almost all have in some way, shape, or form. A very violent history of convert or die. And I think that's the biggest problem. But what do you really need? Be good to... When you really think about Jesus, did Jesus ever really talk about all this, go around this, that, and the other? When you look at everything, if you look at the Bible and you follow it and believe it, but what did he really say in it? He pretty much always was just like, be good to each other, take care of each other, don't screw each other over, and be a good person. That's it. He just kept reiterating that and trying to teach people in parables and stories and tried to relay to them the idea, the message. Look. Respect people. Respect. Just respect each other. If this guy wants to do that, fine. If you don't like it, stay away. If this person's over here praising a golden calf, let him praise a golden calf. If you don't believe it, stay away. But see, though, even like the Christian faith says you must go out and convert. So that alone right there says you must go out and conflict. Absolutely. Absolutely, I don't care. Whatever you want to be is fine. But I can talk with you about it. But if I don't want to hear it, please don't. That's all. But see that we all don't have that level of respect for each other. And if we could, we would have a much more peaceful world. But it's everybody wants to impose. Everybody wants to impose. And I don't want to impose. If you believe whatever you want to believe. I'm a big fan of Last Thursdayism. It's a religion that sprung up. You may not be familiar with it. Please go check it out. Last Thursdayism says the whole world was, and I guess at the time of the writing they meant that Thursday, but it says the whole world was actually, everything was created last Thursday. And the Creator gave you the memories in your head to make you think that you had a long and full life prior to last Thursday, but you didn't. And there's no way to disprove this religion. There's no way to disprove this. The Postatarians, the flying spaghetti monster, all beheld his life-giving noodle reached out, touched the earth, and there began life. All praise flying spaghetti monster. Again, the point of these whole ridiculous religions that people come up with is because there's no way to prove nor disprove their retarded religion. The whole point of it is saying, though, is that you can't prove or disprove anything. So you can believe and not believe whatever you want to. But it's the same principle. It's all the same principle. You should have seen Sip, Daniel Chronic, when he went to basic training. He had Satanism put on his dog tags just because he thought it would be funny. And it was. That's pretty hilarious. That's pretty funny. I tried to get Jedi Knight, but I guess I wasn't practicing and I didn't have my paperwork. But they will, when you have your dog tags from the military, if you have a religion, they'll put it on there for any religious purposes you have. At the time, I didn't want conflict with anything because I was still kind of a believer in Christianity, but I was kind of like, so I just put Christian non-denominational, but I think they made an error and it said Christian no demon on my dog tags. So I was like, well, that's nice. Christian no demon. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So yeah. Work it. All right, there we go. Every religion takes talks peace. Exactly. And there's how it goes. And that's what I have an issue with. But I digress. What's our next topic? What's our next topic? We need another one. Let's get off this. I don't want to offend people. I hope the comments stack up later. Mustard. Next. I think that was actually very chocolate. Well, who doesn't love chocolate? That's not a topic. What's my favorite cheese? I like Havarti. I'm a big fan of Havarti. Brie is nice, but it's expensive. But I'm an average man, and Havarti is mine. Swiss is nice. We don't get, nothing wrong with some good old American cheddar. Or a nice mild cheddar. Sharp cheddar is good. Smoked Gouda, yeah. I've wanted to try that maggot cheese. I've been wanting that for years, but we can't get it here in the United States. It's illegal. Gouda is from the Netherlands. I don't think I've ever had Gouda. So I would love to try some Gouda. Maybe it'll be very Gouda. This Gouda's good. That's it. It's a town here. Is it now? Dude, it would be so cool if you could get a little thing of Gouda made in Gouda and sent it to me, Tom. That would be so awesome. I would save it forever. I don't know how. If I could air seal it or something. Maybe just save the label and eat it. I like the way you say Gouda. Gouda. Yeah, it's Gouda. It's very Gouda. Isn't that what it's called, Gouda? Or is it Gouda? Gouda. I don't know. It's Gouda. It's very Gouda. You like it? Oh, yeah, it's a very Gouda. Maybe with a little Italian. I take a cheese under the pizza. Oh, what kind of a cheese you got there? I got the Gouda cheese. Oh, that's good. With a hard Dutch G. What's a hard Dutch? Gouda? Gouda. 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 Is that how am I saying it right? Gouda? Gouda with a strong G. Gouda. Gouda. Like that? Damn it, man. Minus the U. Gada. 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 Goo. So, Gada. Gouda. Gouda. Gouda? Gouda. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Gary. He broke it down English style. Gouda. Pain. It's gonna Gouda. It's Gouda. Good. It's good. Good. Very good. All right. So we got the Gouda. Good. I got that. It's Gouda. Look. All right. Don't tell me how to do my job. Hold on. I'm sorry about the connection. Well, the OU between the G and the duh. What do you say when you hurt yourself? Son of a bitch. The cheese. The cheese, Tom. The cheese of your people. That's what we're going to call it. Cheese, exactly. Have you heard of the maggot cheese? I really want that. Yeah, it's cheese. Got it. The good stuff. Tom's here with the good cheese. Maggot cheese. Yeah, I want to try it. It's got live maggots in it. What happens is, I think it's from Scotland. And what they do is they leave it outside in like a smokehouse open, and they allow the flies to land on it and lay their eggs in it. And what the larvae do is, because they're only living on the cheese, all they've ever had in their gut is the cheese. And as they eat the cheese, they process it through their stomach, and it gives it this rich, creamier taste to it. But when you eat it, the maggots are still alive, so you got to chew it very well to kill them. But I've always wanted to try it. Always wanted to try it. You just can't get it here in America because it doesn't pass our food standards because it has maggots in it. Yeah, if you actually look at the sprinkle cheese, if you look at the back of it, it's got an ingredient in it called starts with like a S or something like that, and it says to keep it from clumping, and that's sawdust. That's sawdust. Yeah, exactly. They're going to eat you from the inside. You got to kill them. So you got to, there's like, it's like a solient or something like that. No, that actually happened. I was at a Peaches joint, and the guy had mozzarella cheese, and he was grinding it up or shredding it. And I was like, cool, mozzarella. Then he gets his other block out, and he starts grinding. I'm like, what's that? And he goes, oh, this is filler. I'm like, it's not cheese? He's like, no. I took a little piece, and I'm like, that's not cheese. But when it melts with the cheese, it looks like cheese, and there's enough cheese. And I was like, dude, this is cheap. This is cheating. But it was cheaper. And I was like, nah. And the guy wound up getting rid of it. I was like, this isn't right. So they make huge blocks of this filler stuff that's supposed to look like cheese, but it's not. I'm sorry about the connection. I apologize. I don't know why it keeps going in and out. If I have to, I'll make a switch here in just a second if it keeps doing it, and we'll continue on. It doesn't when it melts with it because you wouldn't be able to taste the difference. You wouldn't be able to taste the difference with the real cheese mixed on top of it, and it just looks like it. So enough flavor with the grease, the toppings, you wouldn't notice the difference, but it was able to save X number of cents per za. I love Parmesan cheese. How did we get on cheese? Damn it, Tom, you and your Gouda. You guys make me laugh so much. I love you guys. Tom and the Gouda. He finds me the Phantom Toll Booth and insists on correcting my cheese pronunciation. It's when you say it like that, it's just so funny. See, this is why stand-up comedy didn't work for me. But doing this does. Because as I can interact with people, I can put the comedy spin on anything we're talking about. That's how it works so quickly. But in a comedy, trying to come up with the routine just doesn't work for me. It's a different kind of comedy. Oh, well, good. You guys crack me up. You crack me up. I think I was telling Sip we should have an egg war. Oh, guess what Sip's going to do for a video, guys? It's going to be great. We're going to roll him down a hill in a steel barrel. It's going to be funny. I'm going to get it from 2 different angles, too, so it'll be a lot of fun. I was thinking about having... What are you talking about? It's going to be great. Do you know why that's awesome? Because it's not me going down a hill in a steel barrel. No, we're going to put him in a steel barrel. We've done it before. It turned out terrible. It was hilarious. Oh, but it's going to make for a great video. So remember, you'll see a Joe and a Jay morning show, and then we're going to go out and roll Sip down a hill in a barrel. I'll load the video that night. Yeah, but they went down in like tires and wooden frames and boxes. We're going down in a steel barrel. No obstacles. No obstacles. Just nice steep hill. It's great watching his head flip and flop. Hi, welcome to... Hold on. I'm Jeremy Greenbaum, and welcome to Jackass. Oh, shit! You know that Johnny Knoxville, his last name isn't Knoxville, but he's from Knoxville, so he's a Tennessee boy, so it makes sense why he was all wild and crazy. No net. You don't use a net. I don't know. If I told Sip there was a fat joint in the cannon, that would get him in. And then to get it to fire, I told him there's another one waiting for you at the net. He might do it. Never to go to the circus and see if you can find someone who'll let you do it. I'm sure if there's somebody who wants to do it, there's a market for it. You just need to come to the United States. Let's do that. Get shot out of a cannon. Get shot out of a cannon. Human cannon for sale. Ooh, we can buy one. Can we find a real human cannon for sale? Somebody had one for sale. Let's go back over here to all. Let's find it. This is great. I have not. Human cannon for sale. Genuine human cannonball. Listings for genuine human cannonball. I bet if you went to the circus and just told them, hey, you guys get the cannon, I'm down to shoot me out of it. Give me $50, $100. I bet they'd do it. And you'd have to sign a release. Here, cannonball cost. How much can we buy one for? I'm telling you guys, the day that if I ever make it on YouTube and I finally get a budget, it's going to be bad. Well, there's sites to buy them. We know that. I came in like a cannonball. You guys had hoped to see it all. There was a big boom, I fall. All you wanted to was hurt me. Explosions aren't free. There you go. Sorry. That went weird. You know, I wrote an anti-smoking song for the Truth people, and I tried to send it to him. It was a complete remix of the Justin Bieber's Beauty and a Beat, and I remixed it to an anti-smoking commercial for Truth, and I emailed him and I said, I have this written down. If you'd like it, I'd be happy to send it to you. Use it. I don't want nothing for it. Take a look at it. If you want it, it's yours. And I wrote the whole thing while I was smoking a cigarette. Just out of irony. Because I thought it would be funny. They didn't want it. I never heard back from them. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know, Scooby-Doo. You tell me. I'm just here to wrangle the donkey. This is your rodeo. That was a saying I used to say in the Army, but it was a little different. When I was helping somebody out, they like, all right, this is a project they put me on. I need some help. You know, blah, blah, blah. Here's what I want to do. I'm like, dude, you don't have to tell me the story. This is your rodeo. I'm just here to screw the donkey. I don't know. It was something I always thought was hilarious. Interesting with these live streams, and I think that's what it is all of you come in at once and then it drops down and we get a few more trickles in and out. Well, this is eventful, right? Well, we're covering some weird topics. Some cheese. Who doesn't want to talk about cheese? Absolutely, man. Take it easy, Hanson. Always feel better, buddy. And if you ever feel down, you just go watch one of the old live streams, check out one of the videos, and put a smile on your face every time. Glad you stopped by, man. I really am. Always fun when we have people come by. All right, we've already got a big 50 views on this total. We've had a total of 50 views on the live stream. Yesterday's went amazing. We had like right off the bat was like 124 people stopped in to watch. That's awesome. That's awesome. We had such good numbers the whole way through. Not that's Brad's numbers, which I want to get to his stream. He gets like 50, 60, 70 people going, and that's so cool. At one time, I can't imagine his streams must have something like a total of like 1,000 views by the end of it. At least. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. We'll be there someday. We'll get there someday. But I like our group. Oh, I know. We had such a great one yesterday. I was on a really a big stream high from it. I enjoyed it. We had some really real conversations, and it was different. And then, of course, the science aspect of it was a lot of fun. So, I think it was a really good one yesterday. I wouldn't complain in any way, shape, or form about it. I had a great time. Hopefully you guys did too. I was supposed to go downtown to Nashville tomorrow, but with Evie's situation going on, I had to cancel that. So I won't be able to go down and see the band on Friday. So that sucks, but I understand. You know, things happen. What did you say there, David? I missed it. You hear my site every time I come on? Does he? Well, I like his magnet fishing videos. It's a lot of fun. Well, you know, I'll always come watch you, Tom. I'll always come watch you. You should. Give it a shot. I'd love to be on the other end. I love talking to you guys. I like going to other live streams and chatting with people and talking with the streamer, and it's a lot of fun. You meet new people. It's a good way to get new subscribers, is going in and talking and hopefully find a good group of people that are willing to come over and subscribe. So I'd say go for it. Just come up with a topic, and if you don't feel comfortable just running things off the top of your head, write down a list. Come up with 5 or 6 topics and try to work on those. And oh, well, thank you so much, David. I appreciate it, man. I really do. David's a good guy. He said some stuff to me in some private messages that really meant a lot, and I appreciate it. What's Urbex? I keep hearing about it. What does that stand for? Urban exploring. That's what that means. Urbex. Urban exploring. I hadn't put the two together until just now. I wonder if Sip and I could do that. See, we got a group already ready to come watch you. See, everyone wants to. We're all a big group here. It's no big deal. Well, Tina, I've already done that. If you'd watch my past videos, you would have already seen that I've done this several times. Several times. That's so cool. You're an idiot a DJ. See, if I'd have known that, I could have gone online and called into your show. I'm thinking I want to do a podcast. I want to start turning this into like a YouTube video, but also have a live podcast going while I do that as well. I think that's the way I'd like to take this direction of my YouTube channel, because it seems a lot of fun, these talking with people and coming up with ideas. I like this. Very similar to like the Joe Rogan experience, or anybody who's familiar with that. He's such a good guy. I think Joe Rogan is such an amazing person that he has his opinions, but he's willing to listen and give ideas and think rationally. And I love what he presents on his show. He has his own opinion of things, and we don't agree on everything, but I think he's an amazing person who's willing to listen. And I think that's the biggest thing, is listening. Listening shows respect. And they say you got to give respect to get respect, but you got to remember the order in which that is. You have to give it first. Everyone, if everyone gives respect first, then you'll be getting respect. But everybody must give it to get respect. But in that same aspect, you don't really need to get respect if you're always giving respect. If everybody's always giving respect, you're always getting respect. So I don't like that saying how it says you got to give respect to get respect. If you give respect, you're always getting respect. That's just me. So I try to be respectful until someone breaks that boundary, and then I try to stay. I don't try to stoop to their level, but if it gets to a point where it's getting ignorant enough, either I can walk away or I can get ignorant too. As we like to say around here, we get ignorant. I'll get ignorant as well, but I don't like to. It's so high school, and it's not as much fun. Oh, absolutely, it'd be very. Well, I do know that when Brad does come to visit us, we've got one set up we're going to go do. It's over in Cleveland, or Cincinnati, excuse me, Cincinnati. They've got an amazing underground railroad system that's been closed off for years and years and years, and I wanted to take Brad up there. It would only take us a day to shoot up there, film. It's nice to be. It's nice. It is. It is. I don't mind. And then I think the funniest thing is that when you remain calm when someone gets angry, it's the most hilarious thing in the world. It's one of the most hilarious things in the world. And the more they get angry and the more calm you stay, and then it's all judo. And I think that comes back from when I was a kid and I took judo, is that you don't fight your enemy's momentum. You use it against them. And I think that's a great way to do something. So when someone comes at you with whatever, you don't try to charge into it, because that's just not going to do well. What you do is you try to redirect it, and when you redirect it, their energy becomes their own enemy, and it's a lot more funnier. And watch people stumble, and then they're not sure what to say. They try to change points, and you can stay on topic, and then they're not thinking clearly about what they want to say. They're just quickly trying to get something out. It's the most hilarious thing in the world. It's the most hilarious thing in the world. So very cool. Tom, and if you've got videos of you doing DJ stuff from back in the day, any videos, you should load them up so we all can check them out. I'd love to see that. That's so cool that you're a DJ. Hey, Mr. DJ, put that record on. Bang. That's the coolest job. That would be one of voice actor, DJ, radio personality. These things would be dream jobs of mine. But then again, though, I don't think I would want it to be a job. I don't think I would want to be paid for it, because then I would have a boss. And I don't want someone telling me how to do me. So I would do it for free so that I could just do what I want. I know you stopped. That's still cool, though, that you got to. I used to fly airplanes, and now I don't. I stopped. I still can fly. You're still a DJ. You're just not doing it anymore. You're still a DJ. Beard's getting long. I gotta give it a trim. But every time I trim it up, it looks too short. Yep, just tap on their name, and then it says go to channel. That's usually what I do. Go to channel, hit that sub button, back right out. If you're on a computer. Cell phone's a little more complicated. You ought to get a parachute and do some paragliding. Show us Nashville from the top side. I would love to. Problem is, though, is that I'm probably never going to ever get to be I'm probably never going to get to skydive like I always wanted to. It was a dream of mine to do it, but I don't know if my shoulder could handle the harness. I don't know. I was a kid when I started flying airplanes. I got quite a bit of my, I think I did 10 or 15 of the required, of the ground hours, and I have about, 10, 12 hours of flight time. And, it would be, It was fun. That I could enjoy doing again, but I don't think I could ever finally get to skydive like I always wanted to. I don't know if my shoulder could handle the harness because I know they strap those down pretty tight, and with mine, I don't think I could take that. It wouldn't work, and the strains and the G-forces that would apply to it, I'm just not sure what would happen, and it's just not worth the risk to me to have to possibly damage more. And I just couldn't go through it again. So I have to be very cautious with the things I do with my shoulder. I will say this. I am the only person in medical history to have this surgery performed 3 times on the same side. Very true. I got to get a hold of a drone. I'd like to buy a nice one. I have a little itty-bitty tiny one, but someday I'd like to save up and get a nice drone. This might be the year that happens. But I'll be saving. I got a lot of things I want to save for, a lot of things I want to do. I want to get Brad here. I want to save for this. I want to save for that. And when I have so many projects I want to save for, picking one thing to specifically work towards it has become a challenge because there's so many things I want to do, but I have to be able to stay focused on one. So, and exactly, I understand. The danger is the satisfaction, but there's an elevated level of risk to there's already an elevated level of risk to the danger that I'm adding to it, and that doesn't, when you do the risk to reward, I don't think it would be, do a raffle. I don't know what I would raffle. I don't know what I would raffle off. I don't think I have enough right now that I could get enough people involved in a raffle that would make a significant difference. But that's okay. I don't mind working, and I don't mind playing the waiting game, and I don't mind taking the time. Oh, that's a good idea. It's not a bad idea. But then again, though, I don't feel like I should be... It's odd. Like, I know with the super chats, you guys, like, some people donate, and that's great. And that's great, and I love it. But I don't feel like I should be asking people for money to do endeavors I want to do. That's Butter. Butter's back there. And Peanut's right behind me, directly behind me. So both of them are back there. Now, that would be fun. That would be fun. Raffle off a trip to Nashville. Well, then again, though, I would love to raffle off a trip to Nashville, but again, it comes back to I would have to get some sponsors to be on board for sponsoring a trip to Nashville or something along those lines. Again, I would have to work with, getting a night on Nashville, a night on the town on Nashville. Maybe I could raffle off if I could ever get the plane tickets donated somehow, and then I could raffle off a night on the town with G-Bomb. That would be too easy, because then you'd have a designated driver, me, take you all around, show you some of the cool sights and everything, and get you trashed to Nashville, drop you off at your hotel, and you fly back. That's something I could work on doing. That wouldn't be difficult, but we'd have to set it up ahead of time, and then we'd have to get the tickets set up. If I could get tickets donated, that would be the easiest way to do it. So it's possible we might be able to work out something like that and then raffle off a night on the town. Night on the town. A lot of fun. When you know the ins and outs of Nashville, it's a lot of fun. I like seeing the tourists. I get, when I'm down there, I get asked more times than you can believe, where's this, where's that, where's this, where's that. And it's a very small area, and I don't understand how people get lost. There's only like 4 roads you need to really concern yourself with. And, but people want to see famous little landmarks, and they know, where's Tootsie's? We're going to Tootsie's. Oh, that's right down here, right-hand side. You guys are so close. Have a good night. And then later on, you see the same trash people. I'm always very helpful. Even if people don't want to come into the place where I am, I'll always happily direct them to the correct place they want. But I'll say this, though. When I'm in downtown Nashville, I'm strictly business. The second my business is over down there, I don't stay. I have no reason to be down there, and I don't want to be down there. I feel out of place. I don't know what to do with my hands. So I just want out of there. So being in Nashville for me, if I was on if it was like a tour thing and we were doing, I would feel very much like it was like a role I was needing to take on, and I would give the best experience and the best performance possible. But I would not feel comfortable after that was over and it was ended. I would not feel comfortable being around people like that. Oh yeah, see, we're the same. You know, people always ask me, you know, where's this, where's that, what time is it? Hey, where can I find this? Where's good? Hey guys, if I see a group of guys, come here. Listen, where have you guys not been yet? Where have you been to Coyote Ugly? You go down to there, right there. You'll find it on. Enjoy. There was a secret concert that was going on in Nashville, and some of the music heads had gotten word of it, and the information was passed down to me. And what I was doing was, as I found people that I thought would look good in the crowd, I would, come here. You want a secret concert? Go right over here. Backstreet Boys. It was NSYNC and, no, it was Backstreet Boys and Florida Georgia Line. We're doing a secret hidden concert in Nashville at a location. And so I was sending some people that way. I was like, hey, I can't promise you're going to get in, but it's over there. Are you going to come with me? I can't, but enjoy. You know, not everyone gets that experience. So, but again, though, it's a role, and when I'm not once that role ends, I have no purpose there, so I leave. I don't spend time in Nashville. I don't go hang out in Nashville. Downtown is not my scene. This is my scene. Relax, calm, chill environment with friends. A little group. It's how it's been and always will until the end. Hello. So yeah, that's just my aspect and philosophy, how I handle myself in those situations. But yeah, I don't like the idea of having a real boss, so that wouldn't work. Have the Gay and the Gay show have a special guest, or I think you meant the Joe and a J. Look at the comment. That is great. Oh, look at that comment. That's great. When you have the Gay and Gay show, have a special guest to appear. That would be nice. I know what you mean, David. I know what you mean. But that is so funny the way it came out. I did have that planned already. The Gay and Gay show. I do have it planned that a couple people might stop by. Oh my gosh, that was the greatest. That was the greatest. Hold on, David, I'm going to read it. We're not laughing at you. I know it was your autocorrect, and it's no fault of your own. David was trying to type, when you have the Joe and Jay show, have a special guest or two appear on it, and that would be nice. Which I agree very much with Mr. David Blakely. You guys who are watching later won't be able to see his comments, but I want you to read. His autocorrect kicked in, though, and it said, when you have the Gay and Gay show, have a special guest. And it was just so funny. We weren't picking on you in no way, shape, or form. That was the greatest thing. I'll tell you guys a story, too. I was trying to do the same thing on Facebook and tell everybody to have a great day. And Facebook auto-corrected, I don't know why, to gay day. So I posted it and didn't notice it for like a day, and it said, have a gay day. I mean, granted, though, gay just means happy, so, but still, though, it happens. Have a gay day. Have a great gay. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. That's funny. Nothing against gay people. If you're gay, more power to you. You know, whatever. I have lots of friends that are gay. I have a few family members. Again, do whatever you want. Doesn't affect me. No, nothing wrong with. I wish a few more would move into the neighborhood. It would raise the value of my home. That's serious. Do I like pentatonics? Pentatonics? I don't know what that is. Lordy. The stuff you guys come up with. This is all you. This isn't me. This is you. This is you, man. The Appalachia Group. I've never heard of them, I don't believe you. They're awesome. What do they do? I'm not familiar. You created us? I still stand on reason I don't know that you guys exist. There's no proof. Acapella group. Oh, excuse me. Acapella group. Oh, no, I have not. Wait a second. Only Voices. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. The acapella group, Only Voices. Weren't they? Didn't they wear the all white stuff like that? Was that them? My favorite band. Ooh, that's a toughie. Uh, there's just no way to say a favorite band because there's so many great songs by so many great bands that stand out. Um, weren't they the group from Israel? The Pentatonics or the Phonetics? I think I do know who they are. They were that Israeli group with all the white faces and they look like alien things. So I think I know of them. Yes. Uh, favorite band. Nope, from the U.S. Okay, then no, I guess not. But um, uh, hold on. What's the name of the group I'm thinking about? There it is. The Voca People. That was it. The Voca People. So if you guys get a second, check out the Voca People. They do some amazing stuff. They came out years ago. It says 8 years ago is the last. They toured. They're from Israel, and they do some amazing stuff like that as well. So there's a couple videos they did if you ever watch it. The first one, the original, is worth it, and then the second video they put out is just as good. And they do a wonderful version of... hold on, I'm trying to remember the song. I'm singing it in my head. Let Me Love You. There it is. Sorry, I was running the oh pretty baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm those lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. I know it's terrible, but that's how I had to run through my head to get the song. No, God, no. No. That's what I had. That's how I've had to sing songs to Google to figure out the name of the title because I only know parts. But so when I was trying to think of the name of the song, that's what I was singing in my head until I got to the end. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you. Holland's Got Talent. Yeah, right. I will say this though. Earlier, I was doing NSYNC's "Bye Bye Bye," just sitting here right before I went live because I heard I was watching a bit on Facebook, and someone had those little clip hits, and one of the songs was one of the songs had the "Bye Bye Bye" song, and I always used to love matching my voice to be a Backstreet Boy voice, and I've been told I always sing like a Backstreet Boy. Yeah, no, I don't sing, bro. No. Um, but that was one of the songs that I always used to make my voice sound like Justin Timberlake's and match it to him, and it's really easy to do. I wonder if I do less than a 30-second clip, I think we can get away with it. So let's try it real quick. But I need to hear the voice first off so before I can match it. Bloody hell. Let's see. This should be fun. No judging. I don't sing. I'm telling you that right now. I'm just trying to match the tones. This is how I do vocal practice, though. And when you do bad, that's good in vocal practice. Is when you force your voice to constantly do exercises in different ranges. It's how you develop the ability to do voices. It's because you learn the muscle control needed to make the different sounds. So you have to be able to sing and practice and do bad until you can work on it. So here we go. Let's skip this ad, and if I do less than 30 seconds, we should be good. And no judgment, though, please. I'm doing my best. Let's skip forward a little bit. I'll try to sound like Justin Timberlake. It's going to be that high-pitched, nasally voice. Skip the opening, hey, hey. All right, this is for you guys. I would never do this. You went to school with a band member. I'm doing this tonight, girl. Probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey, baby, come on. I loved you endlessly, but you weren't there for me. Oh, now it's time to leave and make it alone. There. That wasn't actually, I think that was actually the other band member. I can't remember his name, but JT was the only one. But I've always liked to do that, practicing the Backstreet Boy. Hey, hey, bye, 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 bye. I don't want to be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two. Did you? You want to sing it? Go for it. Go for it. Don't let anybody tell you. Go get on YouTube, open up another screen, throw it in the background. Why not? Do it. Do it. Do it now, yeah. Second voice. You're just too... Now I want to hear that song too, though. And that's actually by Glenn Travis. Oh, this will be fun. If I sing over it, I think I'll be okay. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Frank Valli. Vahil, I think. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But if I sing over it, I think I'll be okay. I was wasted in the army. Yeah. That's funny. I should have gone into media in the military is what I should have done. I should have gone for broadcast journalism. Or radio broadcasting. That would have been great. Try Camrify. Here we go. Let's just skip to... If I just do the chorus. My eyes off of you. Love has arrived, and thank God I'm alive. Just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. No, we just want the chorus. Once I get the chorus out of my head, I'll be good. It picks up, it goes da 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 da, and that's where he puts the energy in. Go, Frankie. Here it comes. Da-da. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm those lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't hold me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. I don't even care that I can't sing. This is awesome. Animal. Animal! Wipe out! You know? Oh, that's cool. What did I miss? Yeah, I think so. If you knew your future M8, but you're doing bloody great. Yeah, Camrify will do great for you. Just download Camrify, link it to your YouTube. It's really, really easy. Do Manana. What's some of the other vocal range? I like a lot of some of the 50s songs. They're really cool. Heath Ledger, I think, did the better version that's easier to copy because it's a little faster, and that's kind of how I like doing that version of the song. So let's try it one more time, but with Heath Ledger's version, which I feel is the much better version. He speeds it up quite a bit. And that's from the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, which is actually a remake of the Shakespeare play Taming of the Shrew, for those who didn't know. So if you've seen that movie with Heath Ledger and what's-her-face, he does a better job. It's just the style and the way he sings, it's a lot faster. And that's kind of how I learned to sing it, because I really got introduced to that song. Heath Ledger's voice is easy to copy, because he's got that little British twang. Love has arrived. He puts a lot of soul into it, and I like that, though. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm those lonely nights. A little Frankie in there. Sinatra. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray, oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Anyway, that's enough of that one. That's some good versions, people. Oh, here's a song I like doing the chorus too. Again, I like choruses a lot because they're really easy to sing because they're very repetitive, so they're easy to learn. But I know you guys know this one. And if this is getting boring, or I know my voice isn't the best and I don't sing, I don't care. I like to sing even if it's just to myself because I enjoy it. So never let anyone tell you you can't sing even if you suck. It was actually, that was Frank Vanilla, and it was called Too Good to Let Me Love You. So let's try this one. I know you guys, I'm going to skip around to the front of, just to the chorus because it's my favorite part of it. And then I'm also not going to get copyright strikes. Simon and Garfunkel. I like Simon and Garfunkel. Here we go. Little Wagon Wheel. And I like to change the words up a bit. I think there's a better break they could have done in it, and I'll do it my way. When they do that long hey, they should have broke it up into two heys. Here it goes. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wind and a rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. That's just the way I liked it. That would have been the only change I would have made to it. I would have broken, hey, hey, mama, rock me. That's just how I would have done it. But they did that nice long drawn out, hey, mama, rock me. I think either way it goes nice. Either way it goes nice. All right, you guys ready for a good laugh? How about this one? I'm probably going to get a little bit... This may demonetize me, but who cares? If I do, I do. It's one of my favorite songs to sing because it's so funny. I'm going to be dropping some language here just because it's the song, not me. But like I said, as long as I'm singing over it, I think I'm okay. But I don't know. And I haven't played a solid 30 seconds of anything yet, and I think I'm allowed to use up to 30 seconds. Ready? And it's kind of soft. A long ass fucking time ago in a town called Kickapoo, there lived a humble family, religious through and through. There was a young sheep whose name is what to do. His name was young JP and he refused to step in line. A vision he had seen fucking rockin' all the time. He wrote a tasty jam and all the planets did align. The Dragon Balls were blazing as I stepped into his cave, and I sliced his fucking head off with a long and shiny blade. 'Twas I who killed Dragon, fucking icy fuckaloo, and if you try to fuck with me, then I shall fuck you too. That's my favorite part. That's the only part I like. Oh, so I probably got demonetized right there. Hopefully not, but I don't care. Oh, that was good. I don't know, guys. I just like doing this. It's fun. And this is good exercise. You never know that when you sing, you actually work so many muscles that it's really good for you. Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I like doing our little sing-alongs sometimes. Once in a while, we break into song and dance. That's how I like to live my life. It's a musical. Now I have lost... Oh, there she blows. There she blows. Hello, Jordan. That's fine, buddy. I appreciate you coming by, man. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Download Camera-Fi onto your phone, Tom. Okie dokie. Once you download that, it's going to ask you for a code. You have to get into your Creator Studio. You're going to have to get into your Creator Studio. And then... I don't know if you have a button in yours that says live streaming, but it's going to ask you for this code when you go to do your setup. You want it on your computer. You should still be able to get the app on your computer, I would imagine. You should still be able to download the app. And then what you'll do is once you download the app, you're going to go into... Okay, so you download the app. You're going to go into it. You're going to open it. There's going to be a menu to prompt you to do it. What you need to do for setup. It's going to tell you specifically in your YouTube channel where to go to get the code you need. It's under... I forget what it's under. I can see it. But it'll tell you step-by-step instructions how to do it and where to go to find it. You find the code, you input it in there, you're done. You're streaming in no time. Now, do remember, at least on my end, for some reason, Camera-Fi has a delay on mine, but not so bad on Eevee's, so I guess it can vary a little bit. So don't be caught off guard should that happen. Now I have to... Now... In dreams he came. How about this is one of my favorite songs. Let's say N-T-A. Santa Fe, are you there? Santa Fe. Now, here it's from the Newsies, and I like to do it with the New York accent while I... Yes, Camera-Fi, it's free. So we're going to do the song from Newsies, which is one of my favorite musicals of all time. But because it's a newsie from New York, you have to put the New York accent into it. And of course, Sip is trying to call me right now. Hold on, I think we can do two at once, can't we, if I'm on Wi-Fi? No, it interrupted it. But I just told Sip so he knows I'm live now. So we're going to do the song, the Newsies, Santa Fe, but I'm going to do the voice with it so that it sounds like a New Yorker. Okay? And again, as long as I sing over it, I think I'm okay, and I just skip certain scenes. But I love the character, and I believe it's Christian Bale who played this role, and he does a great voice to it. And I have the whole thing memorized, but I can skip parts as we need to. What they call a family, mother, father, son. Ain't you glad? Oops, I heard about it. It is true. I don't like the opening part. Hated one. Ain't you glad? Here we go. When I dream on my own, I'm alone, but I ain't lonely. For asleep at night's the only time of day. When the city's quiet sleeping, and my thoughts begin to stray, and I'm on a train that's bound for Santa Fe. Nice big part. Free, like the wind, like I'm gonna live forever. It's a feeling time that never take away. It needs a few more times to come true. Yes, they. Hold on, I missed the part. But if here to stay, dreams come true. Yes, they do. In Santa Fe. Where does it say you gotta live and die here? Where does it say a guy can't catch a break? Go, Christian Bale. Where does it say you take what you're given? Why should you spend your whole life living trapped in a place with no future? How about a change your scene? Breaking your back for someone else's sake. If the life don't seem to suit you, then there's the headlines and the deadlines in between. Best part coming up right here. And this is how I've liked to live a little bit of my life from what he says right here. And I understand it, like I was telling you guys before, what he says. Wonderful dance routine, by the way, too. Oh, I'm skipping ahead. Right what he says here, I love it. Here it comes. Santa Fe, are you there? Do you swear you won't forget me? If you found you, would you let me come and stay? I ain't getting any younger, and before my dying day, I want space, not just there. Let 'em laugh in my face, I don't care. Save a place, I'll be there. In Santa Fe. That was terrible at the end. In Santa Fe. Nah. Shut the fuck up, Daniel. Your ears. What's up, douchebag? We were doing a sing-along, and I don't care what you say. Sip, dude, 11 days. 11 days. Till the Gay and Gay show comes back, according to David. Dude, he went to go type in Joe and Jay, and his computer auto-corrected to Gay and Gay show. It was hilarious. Uh-oh. What's the bad news? You're messing with me now. Uh-oh. House is being sold. The one you live in? Time to move back to Tennessee, Sip. Time to move back to Tennessee. That sucks, dude. Come back to Tennessee, man. Come back to Tennessee. Yep, come back to Tennessee, Daniel. Then we can do all kinds of shows and stuff together. We can have the Joe and a Jane morning show every day. Every day. You don't have to live here, man. Rent an apartment here in town. Way cheaper than Boston. Way cheaper. You could rent a whole house for what it costs to live in Boston. Absolutely, absolutely. But I liked when he says, I want space, not just there. Let them laugh in my face. I don't care. So I don't care if people laugh in my face because I know what I know. So let them laugh. Let them laugh in your face. It's okay. Should never be ashamed to stand up for what you truly believe in, even if people laugh in your face while you do it. That's okay. And you know what, though? I heard someone who said, it's this commercial that's going on around somewhere, and he goes, it takes a lot of courage to stand up for something you believe in. And I said, no, not really. It doesn't take a whole lot of courage to stand up for something you believe in, because I think what it really takes a lot of courage is to stand up against something people believe in. That takes courage. That takes courage to stand up against. Well, how long do you have? How long do you have until they sell? I mean, it's going to take a minute, I'm sure, to sell the joint, though, you know? So, you know, you'll have time. That sucks because your place was awesome. I loved your place. And now I'm going to be twice as lost when you move. You should move to the shore right near the beach. Boeing. I'm telling you, Daniel. On market next month? Well, you got time. So that means that sucks, dude. That really does suck. You had a really killer place, a really killer joint there. But a good excuse now to cancel your cable. But Sip likes cheese. Haha. Move back to Tennessee and rent a place down here, dude. You rent a place dirt cheap. Way less than what you were renting for up there. Way less. I want space, not just there. Let 'em laugh in my face, I don't care. Save a place, I'll be there. Anyway. Sing once again with me, a strange duet. My power over you. You suck. What, moving or this stream? Either way, you suck. It sucks that you have to move, man. It really does. You had an awesome spot. But like I said, just move back down here to Tennessee. Pack your junk. Pack it up. I'll fly up there and drive one of your cars back. I'll drive the Blazer back down. I'll fly up and drive you back down so you're not by yourself. For sure, dude. I'll fly up there, help you pack everything up. We'll get you a little trailer on the back of your truck, and I'll tow the trailer, and you follow behind in the Corvette. If you need to stay here until you get yourself a place, cool, man. No problem. Plenty of room. And then we find you a place here in town. Get you a little one-bedroom apartment, like $400 a month. You'll be all set. Then you can come over every day, hang out with me, Uncle Sean. I'm hearing nothing but positives, and everybody wants you to. Listen.
Yeah, Daniel, do it. Yeah, you should go for it. Move back to Tennessee, Daniel. Go for it, buddy. Hey, everybody.
Mr. Burns will tell him. Smith, Cipollone, here's what I need you to do. I need you to pack up all of your shit, put it into a U-Haul, and move back down to Tennessee. Smithers, get him a U-Haul. Hurry.
I'm on it, sir.
Excellent, excellent. If you don't, I'll release the hounds.
So, Sip, when you say my singing sucks, that's vocal training for my voice. It's how I learn to I work the different things as you listen to others, and then you try to match your voice to theirs. It's not perfect, but you're going to always work your voice. It's like exercising. It's not perfect, but you're going to work it. And it's a muscle. You got to tighten it and strengthen it and learn how to move it. There are some monks that can operate. You have two sets of vocal cords for your mids and highs and your lows, just like on a speaker. And there are certain monks that have learned to be able to work the two vocal cords independently to make two sounds from one voice. That is talent. That is amazing. That kind of stuff. I don't know. But that stuff's kind of cool. I don't know. It's always been just interesting to me. I don't know. Not necessarily that it's good music, but it's just an interesting sound. Yeah. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Terrible rendition. You gotta dig out your help a vet sign. Oh, that's what you mean by M8, is mate. I was trying to figure, like, what is that, like a M80? Is he forgetting the zero? Those are firecrackers. Sip, just come back down here, dude. Rent a U-Haul. Your last month of rent, just skip out on it. Don't pay them and dip. Come back down here, and you can stay here for a month. In 1 month, you'll have all the money you need to get yourself an apartment. Too easy. Hell, you can stay in the camper. It's got water. We'll just move it closer so we can plug it in for the electricity. You'll get electricity, water. You stay out in the camper. You have your own space, your morning coffee. Nice little area to yourself. When you wake up, you come into the house. When you're ready to go spend some time by yourself, you go to your camper. Hell, dude, I would even do this for you, Sip. If you wanted to, you wouldn't even have to look for a place to live. Rent a campsite, the one right up the road, right up past exit 4, just on the other side of it. You rent the campsite. I'll put the camper there for you, and you can stay in it rent-free. Just pay for the campsite. Or if you feel so inclined, throw me $100 for using the camper. Why not? It's got everything you need, plenty of storage space for all your stuff. You know, you can... Until you get a place. Until you get a place, Sip. Until you get a place. You can just stay in the camper. You can't say that, Sip. Oh, God. Can't say that, Sip. That's not nice. Very funny, though. We'll see, though, yeah. That's an inch. Nah, I'm not going to get into that one. Yep. But there's options, Sip. I'm just saying, man. You could stay 1 month at a campsite until you got your money together for your deposit, because it's going to cost a little bit to drive back down here, ship both cars and everything, and rent the trailer that you're going to need. You could do it all in a little 3x5 would move everything you have. Maybe not the couch, so maybe you'd need you know, you could probably pull your truck would pull if you got a hitch put on it, your truck would pull a 6x10, and that would fit all your stuff. That would fit all your stuff. And I can drive a 6x10 that far. Don't bother me. You know, we can just sleep. We'll stop at rest stops and crash out a bit, and we can do it in one day. We can do it in a day. As long as there's 2 of us, it won't be so bad, and we'll get little walkie-talkies. Over. And we'll drive you back down here. You got a place to stay in the camper. We'll have the camp. We'll get here. We'll go look at the campsite. Talk to the guy. How much is it for a month? You know, it's not expensive. We'll tow the camper up there. Hook you up. Put what stuff you need in there. Put the rest of your stuff in here. And then we go find you a place to move into. And then you go get an apartment. You go apartment hunting. Tons of apartments going up all over here. Some really nice ones right around the corner. I know some houses right over here for about $1,000 a month. You can rent water, electricity, internet, and cable included. Brand spanking new little condos right around the corner. So you could stay in one of those. I'm trying to think where there's some other good... there's houses for rent coming up all over. Hell, there's a house for rent here. That's battle buddies, David. It's what you got to do for friends, man. Really close friends like Sepia, I would do that for him and no problem. No problem. Dude, what he pays in rent up there is ridiculous. Ridiculous. You could be going to Predators game season tickets, Sip, with the money you could be saving not renting in Boston. So if you think that's an option for you and you want to talk about it when you're down here, man, we'll go hunting. 1325 $13.25. Is that the fair offer? That's terrible, dude. You could rent a house down here for like $600-700. A 3-bedroom, a 2-bedroom for $600-700, man. Like I said, the place around the corner is $1,000, everything included. Everything for one bill, everything. Cable, internet, water, electricity, everything $1,000. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That's all you need, man. So you're saving $325 a month. Done. Now the Corvette gets a new part every month. You can order one more part, dude. And it's like 1.5 miles from me. We could do the Joe and the Jay morning show every day. Every day. See? See? Gary's making sense. And my t-shirt guy would be like a stone's throw away from you. He would be 2 roads down from you. Like, you could walk there in 5 minutes. So you could get t-shirts anytime you needed, Sip. Anytime you needed, you could go get t-shirts. Day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. Hold on. Day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. The lonely loner, to free his mind and search a, to free his mind and search a, to free his mind and search a day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. Mr. Burns,
Day and night, yes. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. Hold on. Stewie Griffin, I was more Stewie. Smithers! Day and night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night.
oh, that hurts in the back of my ears to do that voice. I don't know why when I sing with that Mr. Burns voice, that hurts in the back of, like, right here.
But it's the muscles that are being strained.
Every day, that's right, Shelly. Every day. Every day. Every day. La-di-da-di. You're going to New Hampshire? You're moving farther away, dude? This guy, you suck, Sip. Oh, nice, nice. Sip, why do you want to move to places that have more problems, more regulations? Move back down to Tennessee, dude. Move back down to Tennessee, Sip. Everybody wants you here anyway. And should the Joe and Jay show ever wind up doing well, I'm gonna have to move you down here anyway to do the Joe and a Jay show. So I'm just betting that it's gonna be good. You're not willing to put your eggs in the basket. And then there's really no eggs. You gotta move somewhere. So I'm asking you to, like, not even put your eggs in one basket. I'm asking you to put an egg in the basket. You know, vote for you. Do you guys ever remember the TV show Doug? Doug, you guys remember Doug. Did you know that if Doug would have married Patty and she would have hyphenated her name, it would have been she would have been Patty Funny Mayonnaise? Football head. No, that was Hey Arnold. Patty Mayonnaise. But have you guys ever heard of Love Mayonnaise? You know, Love Mayonnaise. That would have been Funny Mayonnaise, wouldn't you say? She would have been Patty Funny Mayonnaise. Hi, I'm Skeeter. Hey, Doug. But anyway, though, about Doug. What was I saying about Doug? The mayor. Did you guys ever notice the mayor kind of resembles a lot of Trump? You know, he's got the hair, hi, I don't want to be any part of this. Vote for me. I don't know. It just seems a little bit like that, kind of a little bit. But I also liked his neighbor, Mr. Dink. Hello, Douglas. Very expensive. You have to talk out of the side. I have to do the side of the mouth for that voice. Hello, Douglas. I don't know. Hey Arnold was a good TV show too. I liked Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold. I don't know. You guys are starting to throw out a lot of things out there I'm not very aware of, and it troubles me that you know this. That's all. Oh, I could tell you guys a joke, but I probably already killed my monetization possibility, so no, I'm not going to do that one. It's short, but it's just not worth it. Well, it's a joke we used to tell in the army. You know, comedians have done it, so why not? Why can't we do it? We'll do it. Well, since now some people have wanted me to do the Sip wanted me to do the yeah, go look for deer now. Yeah, right. Sip wanted me to do the World War II story and the joke, and I think I've done it before. And since I did the Kickapoo song, I don't think it could get any worse. So Sip, would you like me to do the World War II joke? I'll wait for Sip's response. Go look for... You come here, look for deer. Yeah, I've seen WeVideo. That's what Ash uses. You go look for deer. There's plenty of deer, Sip. I don't know what your problem is. You talk about, I want to shoot deer, dude. And I'm like, okay, well, there's like 50 over there. Like a stone's throw away. And you're like, nah, dude, I'm going to move to New Hampshire. I'm going to look for deer there. I'm like, I found deer here. Oh, Patty Mayo? I think I'm subscribed to her on Twitter. I follow Patty Mayo, Doug Mayonnaise, or Doug Funny, all of them on Twitter. They're bringing back Rocco's Modern Life. I do a great Rocco. Hello, Heifer. Garbage day is a very dangerous day. Kind of a lot of comics. Spunky! That was a hoot. Hey, Rocco. I'm nauseous. Hey, Rocco. Well, my Phil, but I gotta get more. Hold on, a little more nasally. No, now bring the voice down. Rocco. Hey, Rocco. I am the cheese. I am better than the salami and the bologna combined. No, that's a terrible. Hey, Rocco. I'd have to listen to Philbert's voice. I know I can do it because it's an easy little Jewish guy. Hello, Lex. But Rocco is one of my favorites. But they're going to bring it back as an adult cartoon. Rocco's Modern Life. Heifer. It's a good ship, Lollipop. It's like taking a trip to the candy shop. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. I don't know. Let's see. What were some of the other songs? I used to like to do this when I was in California. I used to take songs and I would be like rap songs spoken in a nice, clear tone of a voice. So, for instance, I always thought the idea of like, you see this very well-dressed English gentleman come walking out onto a stage, right? Maybe I could do this myself. I wouldn't mind you come walking out to a stage, to an audience. And you put on the tiny spectacles. And he opens this great big book, and it's got the little red thing in the middle, and he flips it up. From the windows to the walls, till the sweat drips down my balls. Skeet, 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 motherfucker. Thank you. And that's it. Then you close it up and you walk off stage in a nice, very elegant manner. That's it. Just stuff like that. It's funny. I'm in love with a stripper. Got the body of a goddess. She can pop it and she can lock it. I don't know. It's maybe that's just not for you. For me, that's hilarious. It's kind of like when the one guy did the song to Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, and he did it kind of in like the lounge music. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. It's just interesting to take that. I don't know. To me, it is. Framing Hanley. Have you guys ever heard of Framing Hanley? No, Lex, it's fine. It's cool, buddy. It's a band out there called Framing Hanley. They're from near Clarksville, not too far from Clarksville, Tennessee. And they remixed Lil Wayne's Lollipop song. The lick you like a lollipop, shawty wanna fuck, battle in the club. Well, they did it to a rock version. And they blew it out of the water, guys. They blew it out of the water. Now, if you watch the official music video, there's a scene where you can see downtown Nashville from it. And what I did was I was bored home on leave, and I'd heard about this song. So what I did was I took a still frame of that picture, and I was like, okay, based on where this is and that star formation, and I had someone help me out with a little math, and we figured out a general area of where the house was that was filmed. So I just triangulated a position. So I just took my military skills and applied it, and I found pretty much roughly it's down to one of like 5 houses of where it was filmed. Because they all have pools in the back, so who knew for sure. And I wasn't going to jump in people's backyard to go, is this the one? I wasn't sure. But that was where that angle was shot from. It was just something fun to do for a day, kill a day. I love doing that in front of little kids. They have no clue. And then you see them start putting their fingers in their mouth trying to do it too. I did that to my nephew, and he was just like so puzzled. He wasn't sure what to think about it. Popping cheeks. And not the booty. Sorry, so sorry. Super sorry. Say what you're gonna say, do what you're gonna do. Super sweet. Super. Say, Meg, you wanna go to steady with me? I would never go steady with Neil. You say that now, but just you wait. Just you wait. I know, and the problem with me is that I'm everywhere, and I'm full of really good information, but you've got to muddle through the swamp to sometimes get to that, and I apologize. So, oh no, Lex is a good kid. I know him from my gaming days. I met him on Call of Duty. So, he's just a younger guy, that's all. He doesn't understand always the same things we're talking about, because I'm in a little bit of a, I think Lex is in his younger teens, I believe, so I appreciate him stopping in, although he should be, school should be out maybe where Lex is. But, yeah. And I got some, so I understand the younger audience doesn't always get what I'm saying, and it's kind of odd and off the wall. And if you jump into a stream a little late, weird conversations have already been happening and taking place, and we're all goofing and clowning on past conversations of earlier. And, so yeah. It's like being voluntold. That's what the Army tells you. Hey, we have a volunteer 10K run this weekend. You all will volunteer. So I've been voluntold. I've been voluntold that I'm going to do this. So that's how the military works. And I did a 10K run. I was proud to say that I did it in an hour and 45 minutes. Maybe it was a little longer than that. Oh, Evie's home, I think. Which means I'm actually over my 2-hour marker. Let me go. Oh, she got the key out. All right, Evie's back. Hi, Evie. Well, we've done a 2-hour stream here. What's that?
We got some from the VA.
Oh, sweet, VA stuff. Let's find out what from the VA. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no big deal. Just nothing. Okay, well, nothing. This is the same stuff as it was before. I don't even know what that means. Nothing's changed. Okay, well, nothing. It's really nothing. They just said what's already going on. That's not a change, right? They said that's the adjustment. So that's normal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so right on the dot. Perfect. No changes. You're going to have to use your phone, Tom. I hate to have to say it, but I think you should just use your phone and connect to the Wi-Fi. And then you can just do that. It'll be a much simpler, much easier process. You know, just get it done. It'll be easier that way. Ugh. I get to the stretchies. Ugh. Didn't get a lot of sleep. Kind of feeling actually tired. But that's okay, you know. It's nothing wrong with using your phone. It's easy to set up. Get yourself a little stand or figure out a way to like prop it up with some books. Whatever works. Whatever works. And just set it up and give us a chat. Be a lot of fun. Get to see you, hear what you sound like on the other end. You guys all know what I sound like. I don't know what a lot of you sound like. What's the story? I don't know. We've been going. Sip has to move. I told him he should come down here and rent an apartment. He says no. He doesn't want to do the Joe and a Jay show. You have a Skype account? Well, I could always give you a Skype chat. We could always do that one day. That could be fun. I haven't done a shot. I don't think I've ever called Tom. I like to try to do that, working to start calling people live while we're doing it to say thank you for all the support, and then they get to be in the part of the stream. I think that would be a lot of fun. And then I could pick somebody each stream to give a shout out to, a live shout out to. I think that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Maybe we could get like, I know there's like a system you can use that you get people to input their names and stuff like that, and then in a raffle, and maybe that would help us get new subscribers for a live shout out, a live chat call. You would? Well, that would be cool. Hold on. Why not? Why not? Tom's been a good guy. Let's bring up my Skype account. Launch Skype. Pop a top again. Let's do it. Do you mind giving me your Skype name? I'll search you out.
Excellent. Excellent, Smithers. We're going to call Tom today. Say hello to Tom. Hello, Tom.
And then you guys will hear Tom. This is almost verification that Tom's a real person. It's the only way to verify, at least to a reasonable doubt. So I think this is a good idea for my own personal safety. So whenever you're ready, okay. Tom. Boom. Let's see if we can find old Tommy. Oh, Danny boy. No results found. But what I can do is this, yeah. We can do this another way, Tom. And there is more one way to skin a cat than just that, yeah. Yeah, we will take care of it. And right now, yeah. Says I couldn't find your name, but I don't need your name. And this way. What, Butter? I hear him. It's okay. It's okay. We'll give... Goodness, Butter. Okay, here we go. We'll do it this way, peoples. Like I said, there's always more than one way. So if you want to be someone who gets a call and gets to be on the live stream and say hello, and I'll give you a call on Facebook or Skype or whatever, if you want to do that, you got to make sure you subscribe so I can. And then hang out for a bit, get to know you. We'll give you a call one of these live streams, and you'll get to say hello. It's ringing. You'll get to say hello.
Hey, Jeremy.
What's up, Tom? How you doing, man?
Yeah, very good, man.
Wow, good to see you, bud.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Look at you with the awesome setup. He's got the sock over the mic, and he's got this awesome, cool, what is he going on? This logo, rocking it. I didn't expect that. I expected you to be more laid out kind of rocker, dude.
Yeah, that's true, man. But yeah, it's just my job, my work clothes. So yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Well, good, man. Thank you so much for always watching and hanging out and chatting.
Yeah, I love that. I like it very much. So yeah, it's just good.
Sweet. There's Evie. Say hi. Bam! That's an exclusive. Not everybody gets that one, Tommy boy.
Especially, look, I did this.
She did
I like
the...
this.
I did the cheerleader hello.
Guys, this is a lot of fun. I enjoy this. We should do this more. We need to do this more.
Yeah, of course. Can the rest see me too?
No, but we can always turn them so they can.
Yeah, that's true. Hi, guys.
There he is. There's Tommy boy.
Hello, guys.
Rock on, dude.
Did you try to put your hair in a
Yeah,
ponytail?
I tried it, failed miserably.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, again, dude, thank you so much for watching. All the support you give us, brother, man. We appreciate it. We'll have to do another call with you, dude. You're an awesome guy. This is cool. I loved it. You got this nice professional setup. I was like, oh my God, did I call a DJ booth?
Right? That's what I was thinking.
It's a real microphone, and I have a sock on it. It's just a sock because I don't have a microphone thing out here.
Cover.
Right, and what that does, guys, for those who don't know, the sock isn't him just being a weird guy. What it does is when you're breathing onto a microphone, it can pick it up, and that muffles the air of the sound. A lot of those people, so when you see them with the microphone in front and they got that little thing they're singing through, that's to muffle the breathing sound, to stop the air from the microphone from picking up. So I imagine that's why Tom has that?
And the P and the T.
Yes, the very...
They're very loud without this popping.
Sounds like you're spitting.
Yep. That's why when ventriloquists, they do it with the B's, you say your D's is B's. So the do. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, we're the Hunkies. And he will say Hunky around. I'm working on it. But, Tom, again, thank you so much, man. I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little short with you, bud. We'll talk to you on the other end, man.
That's okay, man.
Take it easy, bud.
That's okay, man.
Woo, that was fun.
I've got the details.
Look what technology can do for us. Look what technology can do for us. It does so much. We can talk to somebody in the Netherlands like that. That's Star Trek, baby. That's Star Trek. Guys, we're coming up on 2.5 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the live stream right there. We got a couple more minutes. We've done a call to Tom. We've done a call to Gary. I've done a call to Joe. So if you guys want to be in one of the live streams and one of our live shout-out phone calls to talk to your boy, Jay Greenbaum, 85. Oh, Tom, it was a treat for me, buddy. You have no idea. It's just as equally fun for me. You've definitely got to do it. You've got an amazing speaking voice. It's nice and clear, dude. Wonderful speaking voice. No wonder you were a DJ. Keep it up, man. Get back into it. That was a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that. It makes me smile. You guys seem to get a kick out of it. We all get to hear and meet each other in a new way. I don't think anybody on YouTube is doing... I know nobody else on YouTube that I know of, at least maybe on mine. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't heard of where anybody during a live stream calls the people watching them to personally say thank you. Now, I'm not saying that to toot my own horn. I'm saying, come on, that should be standard. There shouldn't be a guy who's at the bottom doing that. That's all I'm saying. There should be people at the top setting that precedent, and that should be trickling down a level of respect and thanks to the people who sit here for 2 hours and listen to me talk about cheese and Gouda. I should have said Gouda to you. That's what I should have said. I should have been like, Gouda. It was Gouda to talk to you. Because he said I'm saying Gouda wrong. We say Gouda wrong.
Okay.
It's Gouda. Okay, but guys, that's my 2.5 hour mark. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do so. Share if we had a good time. Like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't. And I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with me once again. And it has been an absolute pleasure to have all of you wasting some of your life with me. Thank you so much. You guys take it easy and have a great rest of your day / night, whatever it is.